Today we're going to show you how to actually do the machining part of the super clip. On the previous demonstration we showed you how to glue the pattern onto it. Now to begin with, what we need to do is make sure we drill in the correct spot. So we're going to grab a scratch awl and a leather mallet. Now it says right on the pattern exactly where we want it. So I'm going to take the scratch awl. I don't have to hit it super hard, just enough to put a nice indent exactly where I want the drill bit to go. Alright, so now that I have that done, I'm going to go to the drill press and we're going to drill the hole. Alright, now this one right here, there's two sizes to drill. There's a 3/4 and 7/8. Now I have this one set up and I'll show you how to put the drill bit in once again over on the other one. So now I have, make sure you select the correct hole for the correct size. Now I'm going to come down, I'm going to drill. If the drill bit stops, you're pushing too hard, so slow down. You'll feel it go through. The minute it goes through, make sure you hold the board down. Now, we drilled the first hole. Now, let me show you how I did that. Was when you put the drill bit in, there's a black mark on this is called a Forstner bit. There's a black mark in there, and you should be able to see that when you are drilling. Or when you put it in the drill press. I can see it right here. Remember, reach up, grab the chuck key, and put it in, tighten it up. Then we need to adjust. Remember back here, we adjust the drill press so it will be about a pencil width off from the wood. So now I'm going to drill this. As I'm drilling, as I'm watching, feeling it, make sure you don't push too hard. Back up a little bit, let it clear, and you will feel it go through. Be careful when you bring up so you hold your workpiece down. Now we have both holes drilled. What do we do with these scraps right here? What we're going to do is just dump them on the ground, and at the end of the hour we will clean all those up. Now that we drilled first, next we got to go to the bandsaw. Now we go to the bandsaw, we got to make sure that we set the upper guard down, remember, 1/4 inch or a finger test above, alright? So we'll set it there. Now the first holes we're going to do is the side clip holes. We got to do the clips first. It's not more of a cutting, you're going to see how it's more of just an in and out. Take a look, see what I did? I just make several cuts in it and out it to have it cut. Now what I'm going to do is I have both these done. Now I'm going to follow my lines and cut out. I'm going to follow one line down first. Now to separate it, you can see I still have to cut this part out. Now I cut this part out. What we want to do on the ends here is I cannot follow that curve. So the only thing I'm going to worry about is just nipping the corner off. If you can see that on the camera, I didn't follow the curve, I just nipped the corner off. So now I'm going to nip this corner off. Make sure you have a push stick here to push stuff away. You need to wait for the saw to stop. Now my next step is we need to go to the sanders. I cut on the outside of the line so I can sand to the inside. So now I'm going to go to the sanders. Now this is all part of step 1 of the sanding process. What I want to do is don't use the disc sander, use a belt sander for this task. Now what I'm going to do, if you notice, I'm using this as a push stick, and how much am I sanding away? How much did I sand away? Not very much, just to get it smooth again and flat from the cutting process. Now, one little trick is we need to go to the drum sander. The belt sander creates these very deep, very hard grooves in the wood, hard to get out. So, if I come to the drum sander, and take my time, I get most of those deep grooves out. The remainder of them I'll get out with when I do the palm sanding, and that is in the next demonstration. Now, one thing we gotta do is we gotta take off this paper pattern, all right? One way to do it is just go ahead and start peeling on this, and you gotta get it off there. It'll come off, don't worry about it, it'll come right off. So then you just wanna get it all off there, and then we can begin palm sanding. Do you have any questions? Ask the teacher. Thank you.